Recording. My name is Z Slingsby, and I am the founder of TeamInspired. You guys either were invited here by me or by a coach on my team. And what's really cool about this sneak peek is we are going to talk about just our fit tribe. And I want it to be a comfortable hangout session for all of us where you can kind of learn about who we are. We all have totally different backgrounds, and I think that's what's really cool about my team of coaches. And then just feel super comfortable asking questions. Okay, so if it pops into your head, just ask. There's like absolutely nothing that you can't ask. I think, yeah, everyone on this call is a female too, so there's not even TMI in my group, so I can tell you guys that right now. All right, so here's what we're gonna do tonight. I am gonna tell you guys a little bit about my story and kind of how I came to be, where I am today. I'm gonna have some of my coaches talk and tell you a little bit about their story. I'm gonna tell you about our programs and then tell you what it means to actually be a coach or to just join a fit tribe and how they're kind of the same and kind of different, okay? And then I just want you guys to ask questions. And then at the very end, as promised, I am going to raffle off this entire bag of Shakeology, which is so awesome. I've never done that before, as well as a full sampler line or a full sample box from the performance line, okay? So make sure you stay till the end because you do have to be present to be eligible for the raffles. Sound good? All right, let's jump in, you guys. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, but I'm going to share screen so I can show you guys some pictures along the way. There we go. I'm sharing my screen. Can everybody see that? Yeah? One of my coaches want to unmute and say yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. Yes. All right, guys. So TeamInspired, I call us a fit tribe or a team. You can say whatever you like, team of coaches, but I like the word fit tribe because that's really what brings us together. Everything else about us, we have so many different pasts and stories, and you guys are going to get to learn some of those. So who am I? My story. That picture on the left was taken almost 3 years ago in June of 2015, and I was just unhappy with where I was in my life, not just the picture, you guys, but it was a lot more than that. I was working a very stressful job and I had very little time to take care of me. And the more I felt like I was going to be more and more successful in my job, the less I actually mattered. And my husband and I, we were engaged at the time and we were getting married in 6 months. And I saw a friend post on Facebook about this challenge thing. And I had never done anything like it. And I thought, you know what do I have to lose? Like maybe it'll just help me feel better about myself. And I fell in love with the program. I became a coach in 2 weeks, even though I definitely did not, those pictures are not 2 weeks apart. But I decided to coach because I figured one thing. I thought if my friends do this with me, if they join me on this journey, then I can't quit. And I had quit everything else I'd ever done. I had done in the past, and I always did them for like 6 to 8 weeks. Paleo, I even tried being a vegetarian. I tried all these things that I thought would make me feel better. And nothing ever stuck. So I thought, okay, what if I do this and then I invite my friends to join me? Maybe this will stick. And we're going on 3 years. So I would say that I was right and it stuck. Today, I'm actually 6 months pregnant and with our first. And I still live the lifestyle. I mean, obviously I'm not dieting and I'm not trying to get abs, but I still use the product because it's helped me so much with battling cravings, with mood, and I still work out. Obviously, like there's things that I have to modify, but I'm still a part of the fit tribe. So it's truly become a lifestyle no matter what life brings my way. I want you guys to meet not the whole tribe. Our tribe has gotten so big and it's so incredible. And 3 of the 4 coaches that you see right now are going to be speaking tonight. And I'm going to stop sharing screen for a moment so I can, let's see, introduce them to you. So we're going to move this to speaker view. And Stacy, since you just popped up, I'm going to have you go first.
Okay.
So I have some questions right now. And guys, those of you that are listening, like this is super chill. None of us are professional speakers or anything. I just want you guys to get a feel for who we are. So Stacey, I just want you to tell everybody kind of what you did prior to being a Beachbody coach.
Yeah. So I'm a mom. I have a 3-year-old daughter. Her name is Avery. And I also was a math teacher for about 7 or 8 years, right before I had my daughter. And then I just decided to be a stay-at-home mom and then fell into coaching.
Yeah, so that's my next question for you. And you joined as a challenger first. So
Did.
tell us about why you joined a challenge in the first place. Like what made you decide to join?
Yeah. So I would say about 9 months to a year after I had my daughter, I just like wasn't really happy with where I was at physically. It's funny. I was telling a friend the other day who's actually on this call, but people had told me, oh, you have to give your body time to bounce back after pregnancy. It's 9 months in, 9 months out. So I had given myself a lot of time to just kind of go back to where I was and realized that it wasn't going to just go back to the way it was. So I was just looking for options. I felt really lost. I didn't know what to do. I really just didn't want to do a crash diet. I wanted to find something that made sense, that was really lifestyle based. And it was at that time that I was introduced to our programs and met Z and figured, what do I have to lose? And just jumped in and said, let's give this a shot and see where we go with it.
And you've got a cool story because you actually only became a coach, because I remember that conversation so well.
Yeah.
You wanted a discount on Shakeology,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
totally fine, and you can join for that reason. But that was our first convo, and you're like, I just want a discount. I don't ever want to do this whole coaching thing. But you obviously did jump in, and you are very much a coach. So tell me, what is the greatest thing that coaching has done for you?
Yeah. So I would say, the physical, like everything it's done for me physically is amazing. And everything that it continues to do for me physically is amazing. It keeps me on my game. It keeps me accountable. But that really isn't the greatest thing that I've gained from all of this. I would hands down say the biggest difference maker it's made in my life is it's given me more belief in myself. It's given me confidence that I really didn't have. And I always kind of struggle with confidence issues growing up. And certainly after becoming a new mom, I just felt so out of my comfort zone. Being a part of this community has just done wonders for my confidence. It's done wonders for my ability to just feel good about what I'm doing, to believe in myself, and to continuously improve upon myself. And so that is the greatest gift of all, for sure. That's the best thing I've gotten out of it and continue to get out of it, for sure.
I totally feel you on that. So what would you say to somebody who is thinking about joining us? Doesn't matter whether it was coaching or challenge group, like what would you say?
Yeah. Here's the way I see it. I mean, I feel like this is such a non-lose situation. I'm a huge skeptic. When Z even said, the reason why I started coaching was for the discount, because I'm a huge skeptic. I think everything's a scam. But I feel like the greatest thing about what we do is whether you jump in as a challenger or whether you jump in as a coach, you're gonna learn stuff. You're gonna learn something about yourself, many things about yourself. You're gonna learn many things about your health. And I believe you're gonna be truly inspired in ways that maybe you didn't anticipate. And so, whether it turns into a huge business for you or whether, this is something that you are still doing 5 years from now, who knows? I think it's going to open up some incredible doors, and it's going to help you grow in ways that you didn't expect it to help you grow.
I love it. Thank you, Stacey. I still
Yeah.
remember our first talk. And the one thing she didn't say is but she kind of hinted is how much you change as a person is just the friendships. I listen to you and I'm like, that's one of my closest friends now.
Yeah.
I feel that way about all three gals who are talking tonight. So next, let's see. Okay, you are parked and you are sitting. So who wants to go? Jen or Natasha? Natasha, do you need to drive soon? You're good? All right, since Jen is up on right here by my finger, I'm gonna have you hop on. Let me do speaker view again. Stace, let's mute you. And then Jen, can you start talking? Let's see if it switches to you.
Can you see me and hear me?
No, I'm going to pin your video. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. So Jen is one of my newest like top leaders on the team, which is so cool because it really goes to show you that you can start this journey. She started on my birthday, August 30th. I'm never going to forget that date. But really is like one of the top leaders on the team. And so it's so cool to hear you speak. But what I want you to talk about right now first is what you did prior to Beachbody.
So I am, number one, I was actually doing a couple different things. So I'm the busy girl who truly believes the busier you are, the more you accomplish. I was in another direct sales company for 10 years as a top leader in that company. And then when I met Z, I was actually dabbling in the corporate America world, leaving my home on a Monday and not getting home till Thursday. And I am a single mom of an 11-year-old.
Yeah, that is just crazy. But she was doing that and she still joined, which is really awesome. Because when I hear people say like, I don't have a lot of time, I always like reference you. And I also reference Natasha, who you guys are going to hear from soon too, because there are busy people who are very successful here and you're definitely one of them. So let me ask you this. You became a coach right away, but you also joined a challenge right away. Like you just went in and did both. So what was the reason that you joined? Like what made you decide to do this?
So for me, being on the road constantly, I had actually used and done the Beachbody workout programs in the past. So I was already a huge believer in the programs and knew that they worked and you could get amazing results from them. And I was a big believer in our superfood Shakeology. So that part for me, like I had experience in, and, but you know, life had happened and kind of like Z was talking, sometimes these little things come along. You're like, oh, I kind of got sidetracked. So I'm like, oh, I should try this. I should go to the gym. I was trying all these different options and whatnot. And when Z reached out to me, I had been working on the road. I'd been eating out all the time. I'd actually, from the month of April to the month of August, I had gained 25 pounds. None of my clothes fit. I had become, usually I'm a pretty positive person, but I can say I'd become kind of depressed. I was really sad. I felt guilty because I didn't get to see my child a lot. I just was burnt out. So she reached out to me in the worst time. Like literally it was horrible timing just because of the fact I was just so stressed out. But for me, why I made that decision so quickly was I'm like, this is kind of like the worst time of my life, but I feel like it's the perfect time. And I truly believe everything happens for a reason. And when she reached out to me, I was like, it's a sign. Like I just need to do this thing. I had other friends that had done coaching. I'd watched them build a business from home in their yoga pants on their laptop. And I was always intrigued by it and thought like, how cool would it be for me to be able to focus on myself, my own health and fitness, get paid to do so, and then help other people do the same. So it had been in my mind, and then she reached out to me. And like I said, I had all these reasons why not. I could have told her so many things, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Like the worst case scenario for me was I'm going to get fit because I'm going to do this workout thing. And the best case is I can have a ton of fun and make great money and help other people too.
I'm so glad you did say yes. Jen, so if someone was considering joining a challenge or coaching, doesn't matter, one or the other or both, what would you say to them? What would your message be to them, to that person?
Well, I would say like if you're considering it at all, just do it because there's always going to be something in the way. Like sometimes people are like, I just need to wait for a better time, or I just need to wait till I have more time, or I just need to wait till I can afford it. There's always going to be all these things that can potentially hold you back, but sometimes you just have to do it. Like just make it happen, because what will happen is as soon as you just make that decision to like jump in and start a challenge group, like the time will like, you'll start becoming a lot more resourceful. It's like one of my favorite things. Like I love being really resourceful. And so then, because of that, now you're focusing on your own health and fitness. And what I find is when I help my challengers with that aspect alone, just getting healthier and eating healthier, it gives them more energy. They have more time to give to people, to their family. Like they're a happier person. One of my challengers was like, my husband said, like, he just says, I'm just so happy. And like, happy wife, happy life. So like, you just have to think like what it's going to do for you personally, and then how it can affect others. And then as far as whether you should be a challenger or be a coach, for me, it was kind of a no-brainer because you do, so it's so similar. Like as a challenger, you're sharing your, you're checking in daily, you're doing your workout, you're focusing on those behaviors. And as a coach, we're doing the exact same thing, except for now we're getting paid and we get to share and help people. And I wanted for me to make it more about myself, more than about myself. And it added a way higher accountability, because I could let myself off the hook and no one would know. But if I'm a coach, other people are counting on me. And I think that says a lot to why I've gotten the results I've gotten, because it's like, all right, I got to show up. I got to do this thing. So that's my thoughts on that.
I love it, because it's sad to say, but we really do. We will quit on ourselves before we quit on other people. And,
yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of us have stuck around, because we can't quit on you guys. Thank you, Jen. Miss Natasha, I'm going to pin your video. Hi, my dear.
Hello.
So you are another one of my busy full-time working mamas. Tell us a little bit about what you do. You got your Beachbody gear on too. I love it.
Always. It's like my favorite jacket. Actually, I'm sitting here waiting for my son, which is why I'm in the car, because I'm always in the car because he has a busy schedule. I have a busy schedule. And he won't get back to school till 9 from rehearsal because he has a show tomorrow, a concert.
Aww.
He sings. So, but I am an assistant principal by day. I taught math for 10 years and I've been in administration for 5. So I do that along with Beachbody.
And you do a lot of your business from your car.
Oh yeah, I live in my car. Like me and my car, we are like besties for real.
I love it. I know. For those of you wondering like where you get the time, Natasha hops on most of our calls from her car. It's pretty awesome that you can pull that off. 2018. If you're not running a business from your car or your bathroom or your kitchen, you need to get on it. So Natasha, you joined as a challenger first.
Yes.
What made you decide to join a challenge group?
I had just moved back home from Houston. I had thought I wanted to live in Houston. And so I packed up me and my son. My son is 13. No, he's 14. And I packed him up. We moved to Houston and it just didn't work out for us. Like it was a bad time for him. I was in a stressful job. And so I just came back home and, I moved in with my parents, and my parents have these mirrors that I have to look at all day long. Like every wall in pretty much every room has a floor to ceiling mirror where you have to look at yourself every single day you wake up. And so my sister-in-law, who's like super hot, her and my brother were getting married. So I joined in like July, August, and they were getting married in January. And as vain as it was, I was like, I'm not standing next to her in a picture that will last a lifetime unless I am like a close second to her. And so that's why I joined. And it just, I mean, I'm so glad I did because it literally has changed my life in so many ways. But that's my main reason.
I love it. It's awesome. It's so great. You ended up becoming a coach a few months later. So what is the number one reason you decided to become a coach?
Well, everybody kept asking me, and so I kept telling them. So by nature, I'm a giver, I'm a helper, I'm a nurturer. Like I want to like help people and move them forward. So that's the main reason I'm in the career that I'm in first. Like that's why I'm in education, because I just want to help people find their passion and find their potential. And so once people started asking me like, what are you doing? And I was telling them, and like telling them everything to do. And then I was just like, wait, I'm already a coach. Like I should just jump in and do this. And so that's what I did. I jumped in and I literally jumped in and ran my first challenge group like the minute I signed up to be a coach, like maybe
Yeah,
2 months later.
that's not what you have to do, but this girl totally did. I was like, who's this girl running groups? Who is she?
I
You jumped
didn't have anything else to do.
I love it. So what would you say to someone who's thinking about jumping in? Well, it doesn't matter what, just jumping into our Fit Tribe.
I would say do it. It has opened up so many doors for me. I have so many true friendships from this, and not just my Fit Tribe inside of Beachbody, but even outside of it. I think Stacy and Jen hit on like just becoming a better person and having more confidence. Like one of Beachbody's vital behaviors is personal development. And I can't tell you how much that's changed who I am. Like even my dad is like, oh my God, like you just seem like happier. You're just like a better person. And like sometimes I literally just had a road trip with one of my friends, like 4 hours, and she was so sad and so down. And I was like, what are you reading? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, no, you have to like fill your head with good stuff. So I think just having that and having people around you that are doing that same thing just motivates you to be better and to want to be better. And it gets you up out of your rut because you know, like they're going to hold you accountable to that. So I would say do it. It's the best thing for you. It complements everything in your lifestyle. Everything.
1000% couldn't agree more. Jen and Natasha are also heading on a all expense paid trip to Mexico on Beachbody in a couple of weeks.
Yes!
All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing from some of the top coaches on our team and their story, because I've realized that everybody has a different story and we're all here. We all came here with a lot of similarities in why we wanted to start, right? Like there was something missing that we weren't happy with. I'm going to share my screen again and tell you guys a little bit more about what the program actually is. So let's jump back in. So who are our programs for? It's any level of fitness, you guys, because we have so many different workouts that will help you get started with. So we're not looking for someone who's like already got a base level of fitness. I was at the grocery store the other day and the woman who rung me up says, excuse me, I had workout shoes on, and she said, were you working out? And I said, oh, I did earlier today at home. And she said, oh gosh, I really need to work out at home because I'm too embarrassed to go to the gym. And I thought that's really sad that that's how people feel, but at the same time, that's how I felt. And it shouldn't be that way, because the gym should be where you go to feel better about yourself. But for me, I started working out at home because I didn't feel good enough to go anywhere else. And that's who our programs are for. Anybody, doesn't matter. You don't have to get to a certain level to start our group. You can start the workouts at level 1, you can start them at level 5, you can start them at level 10, and your coach helps you pick what's right for you. But that's the cool part, is you don't even have to go out and buy fitness clothes. You can do them in your pajamas at home. It's for people who maybe don't want to lose weight and want to tone up, or maybe someone who has a lot of weight to lose. There are programs for both. I like to have people in my groups who want a mindset shift, because I spent a lot of time doing the other diets, and what I always focused on was the physical, and I never worked on actually changing how I thought about food, how I thought about my body, how I thought about myself. And so I want to work with people who are ready to tackle that piece of it, not just the scale. I promise it will follow though, because I do know that's important for a lot of people as well. If you've tried all the diets and fads and you're over it, like this is exactly that's who I want to work with. People who are sick of starting over. You know, majority of our groups start at 21 days, but that's 21 days to building a lifestyle. It is not 21 days, go back to your old ways and then goodbye, sayonara, everything's done. No, it's 21 days. And then look what 21 days, that's where I started. Now it's been 3 years. So really thinking long-term, thinking health first instead of physical first. Because if you're only thinking physical, then, go pop a pill. But if you're thinking health first, then it's let's do the right things for our body, and then the way we look will follow. Enjoying our life. Guys, I am not about like total deprivation. This is what I had to realize, because I went through a phase where I thought, what do I want to do? Do I want to work with this girl who's like a bikini competitor? Do I want this person to train me? And I finally realized, like, that's not who I want to be. And if you want to do that, that's fine. There are people at Beachbody who do that, but that's not my tribe. I don't want to be a bikini competitor. I don't want to be an all-around athlete either. I want to feel good in my body. I want to look good in my body. I want my clothes to fit comfortably. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. And I want to enjoy my life. And pizza is a part of my life. And so even though I've learned that I have to be smart about how I have it, I am not about cutting everything out of my life and not ever enjoying it. And then people who want to impact their loved ones. So if your reason is because you want to run after your kids, or you want to run after your grandkids, or you want to do better so you can inspire your husband or your spouse or whatever, that's who I want to work with. People who see a bigger picture than just themselves. So what are the workouts like? They're made by top trainers. So it's not like, some random little workout paper sheet that you get and it tells you what to do. No, you're actually following an awesome program that's used all around the world, and it's top-notch trainers, and there's different levels. So we're going to start you out where you're ready, even if it's super basic or even if you want something more advanced. You get access on all devices. So you'll have access on your computer, your cell phone, your iPad, your television if it's a smart TV. We move from rounds to rounds. So like you might start with us in one program, but you might need to move up and keep going. And that's the goal, is we want to keep progressing and doing better. They're anywhere from 15 minutes to 60 minutes a day. And you have to find out what works for your life. For me, I'm a 30-minute sweet spot. Like that's what I love. I've done longer, but I'm pretty happy with 30 minutes a day. I saw results with 30 minutes a day. And it keeps me sane because I feel like no matter what life throws my way, I can do 30 minutes. They are all from home. If you have a gym and you love going to your gym, I'm not going to tell you can't go to your gym, but you can do this entire program from home and see amazing results. Equipment is easily available. It's nothing like crazy. And we'll tell you guys what you need, but I haven't had to like redo my whole home in order, to turn it into a gym or anything. The meal plan is what I fell in love with. So you guys might have seen these containers before. I'm not going to teach you the whole meal plan today, but it's a color-coded system, so you're not counting calories, and it lets you pick. So like I have people that message me and they're like, I want to do your program, but I know fish is really healthy and I hate fish. Well, then you don't need to eat fish. You can pick the right foods from the food categories, and there's a lot to pick from so that it works for you and it helps you with portion control. Because when I was trying to get healthy before this program, I didn't realize it, but I was really overeating my healthy fats. I would have like hummus and cheese and almonds and walnuts, and I thought, oh, but these are all healthy. Like, these are heart healthy. Everybody says you should eat all this stuff. Well, you should, but there's a limit on that kind of stuff. And that's where I really struggled. So this program makes a big difference because it really helps balance everything out. All right, if you're on this call, you've heard the word Shakeology because you know that we're raffling a bag today. The first time I tried Shakeology, I was like, yum, this tastes really good, but my protein shake that I get from the muscle store down the street's a lot cheaper. So I never got another bag for 9 months. And it just kind of, like I finished it. I loved the way it tasted, but I was never consistent. I would just drink it here and there. And I went back to another protein shake because I thought it was cheaper. But my body never changed. That was the very first time I ever tried it. When I actually did the whole challenge and I committed to drinking it every single day, I never stopped. It will be 3 years in June that I've continued to drink Shakeology. And if you're pregnant, that's a conversation you should have with your doctor, but I will tell you guys, I am pregnant. I drink it every single day. I do think it's one of the #1 reasons I'm not having crazy cravings. It's all natural. Those 70 superfoods, like I want you guys to really think about that. Like 70 superfoods. How do you get 70 superfoods into your diet in every single day? I don't even know how I would do it. Like they say it's equal to 6 salads from the salad bar, but I don't know what the heck I would put in my salad to ever get it to equal those 70 superfoods that are in here. And what are those superfoods? It's things that are missing from our diet. Like no matter how clean I eat, there is no way I'm getting all of the nutrients that I need, because it's sad to say the way that we produce food nowadays, like even when you're eating your veggies, we're missing a lot of stuff. And so that's why when it fills in the gaps in our nutrition, and it gives us the probiotics and the prebiotics that are already in there, and it gives us the adaptogens and the herbs, that's why your cravings are going to go down. You guys don't need an appetite suppressant. I'm seeing all these people talk about natural appetite suppressants. You don't need an appetite suppressant. If your nutrition is balanced, you should not be having cravings. You should be able to feel like the next meal is exactly what you need and you're not dying to put something else in your mouth. That feeling right there is because your body is missing something. And so I urge every single person to give Shakeology 30 full days. Like whether or not you win this bag, when you get off this call, if you take nothing else from me today, take Shakeology and say, I want to buy a bag and I want 30 days and I'm going to give it a shot, because you'll be shocked how much your body will change just from Shakeology alone. All right. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about Adrienne. She sent me this picture today and I asked her if I could use it. And she is a gal I've worked with for April 3rd was a whole year since she first started with me, since we first met. And we've never met in real life. We've only met online, but we talk all the time now. So April 3rd, and then today she sent me this picture and she said, this is the first bikini top that I've purchased since my honeymoon. Adrienne is a full-time, very busy. She travels, she works full-time. She's got 2 toddlers. And when I met her, she was not happy with where she was at. If you could tell by the picture and her smile, she is super happy where she's at today. And I had to ask her permission to share this because I could just see everything in her face. And I want you guys to think about, like, what would your face say? What would that smile look like if you put on something that you didn't think you could a year ago? So when I first met Adrienne, that was when she first started the challenge on the left, and that was 21 days later. So this is a year later, but even within 21 days, she made some awesome progress. But what's really cool about Adrienne is the very first time we talked, I'll never forget, she said to me, I don't do shakes. And we were talking on the phone, and I said, okay, well, do you want me to help you? And she's like, yes, I want to work with you. I trust you. Like she'd seen my post for a long time. She knew my story. She's like, I want to work with you, but I don't do shakes. I'm like, okay, well, what's your problem? She's like, I can't keep them down. I don't like the taste. And I said, listen, like, I don't want you to half-ass this. Like, let's do this the right way. Can you commit to one thing for me? Can you commit to doing half a scoop every single day? She goes, okay, you know what? I'll do half a scoop every single day. Well, it's 365 days later. She's officially what we call a 365er. She's been drinking Shakeology for a year. The proof is in the pudding. She's been doing the workouts. She's followed the program the right way. And you can just see she's ecstatic about it. I will tell you guys too, she does love Shakeology. Out of everyone I've ever had in my groups, and I think we've had probably over 1,000 people now in our groups, she is by far like the Bobby Flay of Shakeology. Like she has made the coolest recipes out of anyone I've ever met. So that's what's really cool about it, is even if you're not a shake person, you can have some fun with it, and it really can change your entire nutrition and your body. Becky is another person who January 6th was 1 year from when we first started working together. I've never met Becky either, but you guys, I remember the day they start because this really becomes like family. Like when I say Fit Tribe, it's like Fit Family. Becky started January 6th of last year. She, at the time when I got these photos, I want to say it was around like December or so. Obviously you can see she was down 65 pounds, but I have to check in and find out where she's at now, because she's just like, she's zoomed way past me. I mean, she's doing our 80-day program right now. She is just like crushing it. So you guys can see in these photos. Both Adrienne and Becky became coaches on the team through their journey, but they both started out as challengers. So what do our programs run? Like, what are you looking at to start? Our 21-day fix program that comes with access to all of your workouts, and you keep that for an entire year. You get Shakeology, you get the meal plan, you get our coaching. That's like really, to be honest, like being part of that family. Anywhere from 160 to 200 for that 21-day package that all of us started on that took us to this lifestyle. So what if you're looking at this and going, I can't afford it, which I can't even believe that you would look at that and say that, because let me break it down for you guys, because I tried all the other options out there. Gym memberships, you're going to pay anywhere from $19 to $65 a month, but here's the problem with a gym membership, and I was wasting so much money, on gym memberships. No one ever called me to say, hey, we just took another $20 out of your account, but we haven't seen you in 2 years. Like nobody, no one ever said that to me. There's no meal plans. No, I mean, you don't go to a gym and if they do have something, it's something very generic, right? Like there's no one actually holding you accountable. And you're not getting a full bag of Shakeology with it. So there's nothing that's gonna actually supplement your diet to help you. How many times a week are you gonna go to the gym? 5, because you're like excited and motivated? Okay, great. But what happens when life hits you, right? What happens? What if anything in life gets crazy? Are you gonna cut the gym down to 3 days now? All right, so now you're going 3 days a week. Then all of a sudden life gets crazy again, because we all know how life is. And then you're gonna cut it down to 1 day. And then you're gonna start feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't even go. I'm so unhappy. What is wrong with me? Why are all these people motivated and I'm not motivated? Something is wrong with me. And that's what you're gonna tell yourself. You're not gonna blame the system. You're gonna blame yourself, because I did that and I know how that feels. So you've now wasted $20 a month. You've just thrown it away, or maybe more, right? Gym memberships go all the way up. The other option is you do nothing, right? Like you just do nothing. And what is the cost to you? Well, what is the cost to your health? What is the cost to your happiness? And only you can answer that question, but I urge you to be real. Or there's joining a completely different program. And I will tell you guys this, there is no other company out there that has the fitness options we do. You might get a supplement, you might get a drink, you might get something like that. But I have so many people from other companies that reach out to me and they say, how do we get into your fitness program? It is the only program I've seen that is truly the trifecta, where every single piece, the accountability, the workouts, the daily coaching, and this superfood right here, all included. So what happens if you're like, okay, I want to do this. I think the price totally makes sense. Like it's a crazy deal not to do it. What does it mean to join as a coach? How does that work? It's actually the same exact startup, which is so cool because we don't have you start up with some like crazy investment. You literally get to be a business owner just with that same exact package that a challenger purchases. But at that point, what can you do? You can invite other people. It doesn't mean you have to coach them. This is how I invited people. I just said one thing. Hey, Jennifer, I have a goal of losing 15 pounds by my wedding day, and I'm curious, would you want to do it with me? I feel like if we all did it together, then I'm actually going to stick it out. Do you guys want to do that together? And that's all it was. I asked my friends if they had a goal, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. That's how I started as a coach. You get a discount on all your future products, including Shakeology, so it's a nice win-win to come on board as a coach, and you're joining an elite team. Now, let's talk business for a second, because this is a business opportunity. And in 2018, look around you guys, people are jumping into these business opportunities for a reason, because mostly women are realizing that we have an opportunity to build something without having to be honest, I did it in corporate America, give up such a huge part of my life. And quite honestly, I'm pregnant, you guys. How much time was I going to get back? So women are joining these kinds of businesses because it allows us to work this from home. It allows us to do something from our car. Even if you have a career that you love, we talked to a couple gals tonight that do have other careers that they love, but it's that supplement income. Okay, so even if it's just as a supplement, why not? All right, you guys, before we do the raffle, I want to see if we have any questions. I gave you guys a lot to look at tonight. Are you guys gonna be shy on me? I see a cute little baby. I have like psycho baby fever right now, you guys. 2 of my girlfriends just had babies this week. And Kelly, you've got a black cat, so do I. Aw, I've got 2. Well, not both black cats, but Rocky's is yours a little scaredy cat?
Sometimes.
Worse. Oh my gosh, he's such a cutie, but he's such a scaredy cat. All right, you guys, hit me. I want to hear, what are you thinking? Tasha, go for it.
I just wanted to go back to Adrian because I actually just met her on Sunday, Easter Sunday to be exact, because I was
Adrian, my former Shakeology hater. Now she loves it.
As soon as I walked in the door, she said, "My box of cafe latte came in. Do you want to shake?" And I was like, "Yep, I brought everything with me. Let's do it." So I just wanted to share that. She is the sweetest. She really is.
Rub it in. I'm like super jealous. I haven't even met her yet. It's so cute though when you see like your team meeting each other all around the country. It's like amazing. We really do become this family. Let me ask you guys, anyone feel like, this is going to make sense for your life and you want to be a part of it? I'm curious. Who's like watching this and going like, I think this could really fit in my life? Yeah? I'm emotional, not because I'm pregnant. I get all emotional because this is like seriously changed my entire life so much. So when I see someone that like wants to be a part of it, it makes me so happy. All right, we don't have any questions, you guys? Nobody? Don't be shy. If you don't want to talk, you can type your question in the chat box. You guys are like, all right, get to the raffle. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. We're going to do the raffle right now. As soon as we are done, your coach that invited you is going to reach out just to hear from you, see what your thoughts are, and I hope that we can welcome you into our next group. We've got a couple different groups starting throughout the month, and I would love to see your happy, smiley, and sweaty faces in our group. All right, you guys, let's do this. I got a lot of names in here, and I think some people didn't show up, so you have to be present to win. All right, this is for the full bag of Shakeology. Okay, let's see. Adrian Kurilek, are you on the call? I don't see an Adrian. This might take a bit of time. I've got a lot of names in here. All right, no Adrian, let's keep going. I know she's not on the call because that's one of my girls and she messaged me right before we hopped on. She's not gonna make it, so let me see. Alyssa Crouch, are you on the call? Alyssa, are you on the call? Okay. Brenda Garcia. All these people could have gotten a whole bag of Shakeology. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Well, not all of them, one of them. Let's make that clear. Sarah Sories. No? There's gotta be a better way to do this. Coaches, got any tips for me? We're gonna be doing this all night. Ariana Lee. Really, guys?
We're okay to keep waiting for our name to be pulled, so just keep pulling them. Don't worry.
Whoever said that, I love you. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Kendall Kelly. All right. Your chances keep getting better, all of you guys on the call. Amber Gordon. They're going to watch this recording and be pretty bummed out. Brianna Munsterman. I don't know if I'm saying your last name right.
She was on.
She was?
She was on, yeah.
Brianna, are you still on?
We saw her name.
She hop off?
It's a bummer.
Oh no, that's someone else. I thought I said I'm here. Wait, okay. You're in there. You're in there. Maybe I'll get to you. Okay, so Brianna, no, not on the call anymore. Okay. Pauline Dunn. God, you guys, there's a lot of names in here. I'm thinking I might have to, maybe we should just write all your names down. What do you guys think? Can you guys give me a couple minutes to do that? Because I'm not going to include my coaches, so there's not a ton of people. Let's just do that. Okay. I think that's smarter. So I've got Amy Osman. I'm dumping this whole thing. Okay. I'm just going to write your names fresh, you guys. Luciana. Trey, is that you or is that, are you using someone? Is that, I see Trey's iPad. Or who is that? Is that Andrea?
The Andrea.
Oh, it's Andrea. Oh, you're a coach. Okay. I'm not going to include you.
No.
Dana. Dana's iPhone. Got you.
I'm here.
All right. I got Janine. I know Maria. I recognize you. I'm going to add Maria. Okay, right now. Do we have, we don't have 2 Marias on here, do we? If I call your name. Okay. What?
Zuri, she's on there. She's a 903 number.
That's right. How do I spell that?
Zuri.
Okay, got you. Jill, Cassie. Jill and Cassie. There's a lot of coaches here, so this one isn't going to take too much longer, I promise. 903, I think I got you just now. Who's my 415, though? Let me get Erica with the 2 A's. Got you. Kelly. I got you, Kelly. Okay, let's see. You guys are raising your hand. Let's see who's raising their hands. Cassie. Okay, yep, I got you in there. Kelly, I got you. Crystal. Okay. I don't know who my 415 is still, though, you guys. Katie Harden. Okay, did I miss anybody? I know I missed coaches, but did I miss anybody else?
This is Stephanie. Jen invited me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Stephanie, what's your last name, my dear?
Sign, S-I-N-E.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Anybody else?
Me.
Yeah, Melissa, I just saw you.
Okay.
You got it. I haven't put you in yet. I'm gonna add you right now. There's only one Melissa, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Are we good? I got everyone? Speak now, or that's it. Okay. Everyone else getting fired. Okay, let's do this. Someone here is going to win a Shakeology tonight. Dana. I know you're on here.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
All right, my dear, this is coming your way. Reach out to your coach and get your address over to whoever invited you.
It's Jen.
Yay. Jen, get me her info and I will send this out for you tomorrow. We're not done yet because I have a full sampler pack of the performance line I'm doing too. So that comes with your Recover, your let's see, your Energize, which is like my favorite product ever. If you win this, I will tell you, your coach will tell you exactly what to use all the products for. Your Hydrate and your Recharge. And you get like it's a packet of every single one. So you get a sampler of every one of these, okay? And your coach will tell you how to use it. So that is going to be going to Cassie. Yay! All right, Cassie, who invited you? I can't hear you. I think you're muted, but that's okay. Reach out to your coach and send your address or wherever you want me to ship it to, and I will head out to the post office tomorrow. All right, those of you guys, if you really want to be winners, just join our tribe. You will love it. We are a family, and we'll never let you go. We will hold on to you forever and ever, and you'll be so happy. All right, did someone else raise their hands?
I was going to ask, what are you looking at, like each month to keep on plan and doing what you need to do?
Yeah, that's a really good question. What am I looking at as a coach, or what are you looking at as a participant?
What am I looking at to do all of it?
So if you guys want to stay on, I'm going to do another share screen. That's a really good question. I'll kind of show you guys. So this is called a challenge tracker, and when you join, you are automatically added. You get an app, okay? So you'll be on, if you guys can mute your lines, you'll get an invitation to join the app, or some of the coaches run it on Facebook, but it's very similar. And every single day, we're going to ask you to log a workout, okay? So log a workout. Do you see that? Everyone's going to log a workout. Now, as a coach, I can go in and I can see who's actually logging a workout, who's actually drinking Shakeology, and then that's how we hold you accountable. Now, you're all going to get access to Beachbody On Demand. This right here, you keep this for an entire year, and I think this is like truly the biggest bang for your buck. Beachbody On Demand is going to give you all these different workouts. And most people start on 21 Day Fix, but because that one offers kind of a beginner to intermediate, and there's a modifier. So a lot of our people do start out on this program. And in the program materials, you're actually going to get a calendar, and that's going to tell you every single day which workout to do. And what's really cool is, like, every month we have a certain number of people that are all starting together. So when we wake up on Monday, we're all doing the same workout. When we wake up on Tuesday, we're all doing the same workout. Same thing on Wednesday. Like, I'm actually doing 21 Day Fix again right now. And so I did lower fix today, and we're doing the same workout every single day for 21 days. And whichever program you're on, you're going to get a calendar that tells you what to do. Now, along with that, you're actually going to get a meal plan. And it's going to tell you what to eat and how to pick your meals. Your coach is going to also provide additional support, and I'll kind of show you guys what that looks like. You're going to get a welcome packet. And it's a little different from, this is what my people get, but my entire team and I have a similar one. It just might have their picture on it instead of my picture. So you'll get a guide. As soon as you order, as soon as tomorrow, you'll get access to Beachbody On Demand. And we'll send you your welcome packet. And it shows you, like, you have to sign a personal commitment contract. We're going to help you pick which workout you want to do. It's going to show you how to access your meal plan. Going to tell you a little bit about how to make Shakeology. Going to show you how to download the tracker or join the group, and just some tips that are going to help you get started. There's a video you can watch where I show you, how to use the meal plan, stuff like that. But really the heart of it is in that challenge group where everybody is in the group together. You're all asking questions together. Because you're all following the same meal plan, even though there's a different formula depending on how much weight you have to lose, it's still the same meal plan. And so you're not thrown into it by yourself. Your coach is going to give you sample meal plans. sample recipes, ideas on what to prepare on the weekend, that kind of thing. But that guide is gonna walk you through every single day, what workout to do, what to eat. You drink your Shakeology once a day, you have to just check it off. And we even tell you how much water to drink. So you're gonna get like step by step. Does that answer your question?
Well, I was wondering, what is the cost? What is the cost in, what do we have to pay?
Got it. To purchase? Okay, that's a good question. So in order to join your first group, the 21-day group, you're looking at, there's two options, $160 to $200. $160 package comes with a full bag of Shakeology, comes with the access to all of the workouts, and it comes with the meal plan and the coaching. That's $160. Now, there is an option to do something called a 3-day refresh prior to starting. 3-day refresh is like a 3-day cleanse, but you still eat food. We're not depriving you of food. You get 3 shakes, you get fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. People like to add that option in because when you start the challenge, it feels a little bit easier. Like you've already done the hard work, and now eating brown rice and chicken feels like it's cheap. So if you want to do the option with the 3-day refresh, you're looking at $200 to start. If you want to do the 21-day group, you're looking at $160. Now, after that, because a lot of people stay in our groups long term, and that's what we want, you really don't want to like join 21 and then you're off doing your own thing. So after the first group, we run a group every single month, and you're welcome to join as many as you like. You don't need to buy the kit again, just need your Shakeology, which is $129. Everything else you already have. The workouts you keep for a whole year, and the meal plans are part of that. Does that answer your question this time?
Okay, so we're looking at approximately, if we stay on, about $129 a month for the shakes, and then everything else is still included.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Another question.
Yeah.
I do have congestive heart failure. Is that something that we can work with?
So my first answer for anything of the sort is always, if you're not comfortable, if you want real definitive answers, always check with your doctor. However, my answer is you would not be the first.
Okay.
So yes, we would always want you to check with your doctor because I'm not a medical doctor. Same thing with pregnant women, same thing with diabetes, but we've had people in those different categories join successfully. And there's going to be some modifications that you have to make, obviously, but there's no reason that actually it wouldn't help you.
Okay. Okay.
You can keep going.
Oh, that's okay.
Those are really good questions.
Yeah,
Those are really good questions.
Oh.
Anybody else? All right, you guys. It was great chatting with you. Feel free, you guys can reach out to me. You can reach out to your coach that invited you. We are all like a super close family, and more than happy to help you guys get started if this is right for you. All right, you guys, I'll let you get back to your family, your life, your evening, and I hope to see you guys on the other side of our sweat sessions.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye, everyone.